Lord Ision. Well, welcome to Wednesday. It's Wiccan Wednesday. And where else would Lord Ision be but hanging out with my two beasts? I know I'm getting this show out late, but I hope that some of you will come and join us. Well, if only one person shows up, that's okay, because that one person gets to hang out with us. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome. Tonight we're going to have wonderful talk, a talk about owls, the mystical symbol of the owl, where it's from, what it's about, how we can bring it into our own lives. All right, we got some chat going down here. Hey, there's Robin Boston's here. Hey, Robin, good to see you. Ariel Rogers is here. Wonderful. Stephanie Busby's here. Looks like we got some people go. Oh, we're just gathering more and more. All right, we just had 3 new people join. We're up to 5, 6 people now. Yay! See, Cola, I told you. Hi, guys. Welcome to our show tonight. I know we're getting this out late. Lord Ision's been working all day. I've been working on my mom's house. Hey, there's B. LeClaire made it. Yay. Okay, wonderful. Oh my gosh, look, we got a lot of people coming in. There's B. LeClaire. Stephanie Busby's here. Mina Laurie's here. Oops, is that Mina Laurie? I can't see the chat. Okay. Bobby Carroll's here. Wonderful. Yay. Isn't that wonderful? We're getting a nice group gathered here. I'm so excited. Well, welcome to Wednesday, It's Wiccan Wednesday. And where else would I be? As I said, but with my 2 beasts. It's Wiccan Wednesday. I'm wearing my pentacle pendant today to honor the Wiccan Wednesday. Every day I wear a different piece of jewelry. It's like kind of a theme of the day, and since it's Wiccan Wednesday, Yay, Angelica Borman just came in. Thank you, Angelica, for joining us. It's so good to have all of you here tonight. Isn't that fun? Yay. Oh, yeah, there's Bobby Carroll. Or is that Bobby Carroll? Yeah. Bobby Carroll's here. How are you doing? Well, honestly, I'm doing really good. It's been a little bit, to be honest with you guys, of a bittersweet day. As many of you know, I'm here working on my mom's house, helping to close out the house and do estate stuff. I was saying to somebody this week, I said, it's funny. It's easy to get into this world, right? When you're born, all a doctor has to do is sign one paper, birth certificate. But I'm telling you, when you want to get out of this world, my God, there's literally 1,000 pages of paper to exit the world. So we had to, cancel different accounts and contact Social Security and contact the hospice and contact the home care and it just goes on and on and on. So it's been an intense day, but I've been working on the house today, having a little bit of a bittersweet day because I've been going through like mom's stuff and I'm remembering things and stuff. And I thought I'd show you guys something funny. Well, I don't know if I'm scandalizing myself, but I'll show you anyways. But I found a bunch of old pictures of myself as a child. Would you guys like to see Psychic Bob when he was a little kid? Huh? Who's hands up? Everybody want to join? All right, let's see. We'll take a poll. I don't know if I want to show this picture, but if I get enough support from y'all and y'all say, okay, so give us thumbs up on the video to show that you want to see this picture. It's an exclusive. You won't see it anywhere else. So Bobby Carroll, to answer your question, I'm doing all right, but it's been a little bit of an up and down sort of day for me. And so I've been busy all day, and that's why I'm getting this show out late. But I wanted to come here for a little while with you guys. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby Carroll says, I am praying for you, Bob. I know what you're going through. Thank you, Bobby. God bless you. Thank you so much. Stephanie Busby says, yes, it's crazy. I did that a few years ago with my mom. Hugs to you. Hugs to all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Bobby. All right. So Angelica Borman, 1978, says she wants to see this picture that I found. Yeah, Rob in Boston says, I know it's a big ordeal. It's hard to go through things. Yes, show pics. All right, Bela Claire says, show the pics. Nicola, so she said he looks gorgeous in the pics. Nicola saw it earlier today. So, all right. Well, if you guys want to see this pic, I'll show it to you. Okay. This is me. I think I'm probably in first grade here. I don't know. Nicola's better with aging children. I don't have a date on it. I think this is like first or second grade. Anyways, you guys ready for it? Okay. Da 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 da. We need drum roll. This is me probably about age 7, maybe 7 or 8, 6 or 7, somewhere between 6 and 8 years old. How do you guys like that? There's Psychic Bob. Is that 10 years old? Maybe it is. Maybe it is older. I don't know. I was young. But there you go. There's Psychic Bob as a kid. How you like that? Oh my gosh. Don Reynolds just gave me cupcakes. Thank you, Don. Stephanie Busby says, "Oh, cute pic. Is it 7 years old? I'm thinking it's probably close to 7. I thought it was first grade, but it's been so many years. When you're a kid, they take pictures every 5 minutes, so I can't remember. And Mom didn't write on it what year it was, so." Robin says, "Oh, so cute." So that's me when I was a kid. Do I still look the same? Let me take my glasses. Still got my bangs. The difference is my bangs are layered now. See, I've gone upscale in the world. This was back when my mom trimmed my hair. Any of you moms out there trim your own kids' hair? My mom used to do that once in a while. So there you go, Psychic Bob as a kid. Anyways, I thought you'd like to say, I have a bunch more pictures. I'll show you those maybe tomorrow, Oh my gosh, what do people say? Oh my God. Robin Boston says, "Oh my God, cute Bob." Uh, Angelica Borman says, "You're cute, Bob. Oh, you're so cute." Oh, thank you. Show my other pics. I'll show those tomorrow, Cole, because they're in the other room and I don't have to go get all of them. So, anyways, his bangs still wrong though. Colin says, she says, "You never did get your bangs right." That's probably true. Anyways, oh my gosh. You can still tell it's you. Oh, thank you. Don Reynolds says, "Adorable." Oh, thank you. Jude Rial's here. Hi, Jude Rial. Good to see you. She said, uh, "You are so handsome." Oh, bless you. Well, I'll show you my older pics maybe tomorrow, okay? So, but today we're here. We're going to do Wiccan Wednesday and talk about owls. And I thought I would start off here with showing you one of my mother's owls. I've got a lot of owls because my mom collected owls. And I found this one today, and I thought you guys would like to see it. It's a porcelain owl. How you like that? Isn't that beautiful? The owl was my mother's favorite bird, and so I'm surrounded by owls in this house. And so I'm starting to actually like owls myself now. That's the scary part. I don't know if I'm going to start collecting them, but anyways, yay. All right. Angelica Borman says, "I love owls." Oh, thank you, Bobby. Bobby Carroll says, "Your picture looks great." Thank you, Bobby. Hi, there's Volcanic Ice all the way from England. And she says, "Looks a bit like Bob. That owl does." Is this me? Let's see. Let me take off my glasses. Kind of does, doesn't it? Ooh, scary thought. Maybe I'm part owl. Well, growing up with my mom and all of her owl collection, I'm not joking. Back in, we've got kind of two factors working here. It was in the 1970s my mom started collecting owls. And in the 1970s, owls were all the rage. You know how things go through periods of excitement? Well, owls were all the rage. So mom started collecting owls, and I grew up with them. I swear I'd never get into owls, but now I'm starting to. Isn't it a lovely owl? Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Mom has a lot more, but I couldn't get them all in here tonight because we're trying to clear out the room. But I just thought I'd bring a few examples. So what is the magic around the owl? Well, the owl is a wonderful totem for witches. And you know why? Oh, Carla says you're mystical like the owl. Thank you. Um, the owl is a traditional witch totem, you know. Oops, hold on. B. LeClaire said something. She says, my parents had an owl and it rested on the window sill. And the other day, they were real surprised and amazed. Oh, it was a live owl. They had a live owl land on the windowsill. Oh, I've never seen that. That would be amazing. Well, I love owls. So this is one of my mom's owls, and the owl is it's got an ancient history. It's traditionally a witch's totem. That means it's a friend to witches and a spirit guide, a spirit animal. So if you're a witch and you're looking for a totem or want to work with animals, it is traditional to call on the owl. Everybody talks about the witch's black cat. That is a traditional totem of the witch. But the owl is also traditional. The owl goes way back. In fact, in ancient Greece, the owl was adored as a sign of the goddess. The goddess Athena was the goddess of the owl. And if you look up pictures of Athena, there are many of her and statues that show her having an owl resting on her shoulder, or she'll hold an owl in her hand. So the ancient goddess had an owl. I don't know if there was a name to her owl. I think she did have a name to that owl, and I'm not knowing off the top of my head what that name is. Anybody in the chat know what the name of Athena's owl was? I'm curious. Well, anyways, long before I was a Wiccan, well, I've actually been a Wiccan all my life. I just didn't know it. I started to feel like owls were protective. And my own mom, I think she found that owls were protective. And she said to me, their eyes, she used to say to me, I love their eyes, the eyes of an owl. And owls are very intense. So you can look at this eyes, the eyes of this owl. They look very lifelike on this one's glass eyes. And, for many of you who are working with the evil eye, if you are a believer like I am in the evil eye, Nicola believes in the evil eye. You can put owls up because their eyes are considered protective charms. So wherever you put an owl statue, you can charge it with energy and ask the spirit of the owl to work through it to bless your home and keep you safe. So that's what I'm going to do with the owl statues that I keep from Mom. I'm going to use them as spirit totem touch points. Thank you, Nicola. Nicola says, please like and share Bob's channel. For private readings and psychic development classes, go to PsychicBob.com or call the office, 703-825-3929. Thank you. The info's there. Also check the info box below the video when it processes. Volcanic Ice says, I believe Athena's owl was called, I can't see it, Glaucobus. Glaucobus, that might be right. That sounds familiar to me, Glaucobus. So if it's Glaucobus, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Volcanic Ice, for sharing that. Robin Boston says bubonic, I think, is the owl's name. I'm not sure about that. It could be. I thought Glaucobus sounds familiar to me. I have to be honest, Robin. But maybe it is bubonic. Maybe she had multiple owls. All right. Oh, Don Reynolds says it's Glaucobus also. Robin, I think it's Glaucobus because we got two different people saying Glaucobus. Stephanie Busby says Glauca was what she called her out. Okay, so it was Glauca or Glaucobus. Okay. Robin Boston just said, I think I meant Bubo. Okay, well, maybe there was different names, but the Glaucobus is the one I think I heard years ago. And Volcanic Ice says it was to symbolize her role as a bright-eyed owl goddess. Yes, it was. You're absolutely right about that. So I'm a big believer in the owls. Hold on a second. Here somebody says, King Kenga says, the owl is considered to be the vehicle for the goddess Lakshmi, a symbol of wealth and prosperity in Hinduism. Well, there you go. I did not know that. I've never heard of Lakshmi being associated with the owl, but I love that. I think that's wonderful. You see? There's Nigella's here. She said, Nigella says, says, I love owls. I have owl statues inside and outside of my home. To me, they are so incredibly wise and intelligent looking. I feel safe with them around. Well, that's wonderful, Nigella, because they are protective, I believe. I grew up in a house and, it was weird. There was some crime in our neighborhood when I was a kid. There was actually a stalker. He would go and try to stalk people and get into houses, but our house was never touched. And I always said to Mom, I think the owl kept us safe, you know? So, anyways, yeah, the owl is a wonderful protection. I thought I'd show you some of Mom's owls here so you could see some of her other pieces. Just a few. So, this is one that I'm now keeping. I'm taking it home with me. And it's a beautiful crystal owl. Isn't that beautiful? And you can have your owl in anything. It doesn't have to be ceramic. It could be wood, paper, painting of an owl. I've had this lovely crystal owl, and I think it's beautiful. So you guys know I'm crazy about collecting crystal and glass. So anyways, I've got this one. Oh, thank you, Cole. Cola says, I burned an owl candle for Bob's mom. Yes, she did. That was so touching because Nicole had a candle she'd had for like many years. And when Mom was really starting to go down, Nicola prayed for her and lit this candle. And Mom knew about it and was very touched, Mystical Fox says, can you use owl feathers for magic? I'm sure you can. Some owls are endangered species, though. So, make sure you know in your area if that owl that you want to use, because it is illegal to have owl feathers or feathers from endangered species, But so this is one of my treasure. I'm keeping this. I gave this to Mom for, I think it was Mother's Day, actually, a few years ago. And she loved it and put it in her curio cabinet. So I'm keeping this because I remember how excited she was to get it. I think it's a lovely, look how clear it is, just shimmering crystal. So I'm going to treasure that. And that's one of my treasured owls now. And, as I said, owls can be of any literal substance. Here's some owls. My father, believe it or not, when he was alive, started getting into owls. And he had this owl hanging in his truck over the mirror, like a little mirror charm in the front of the truck. Oh, Jude Real says, owls are my boyfriend's spirit animal. Ooh, that's really cool. I love that. Thank you, Volcanic Ice. Volcanic Ice says, that's a beautiful crystal owl. I love crystal animal totems. Yeah, I do too. Lovely. Yes, I agree, Robin. Robin said that was very sweet, Cola, to do that, to burn the owl candle for Mom. And that was a very expensive candle, and she used it for my mom. Thank you. I'll never forget that. And so this owl is actually carved out of wood. It's handmade and hand painted by an artisan, a woodcraft artisan. And my dad loved this and kept this in his truck. It's really lightweight. Feels like it's balsa wood. Do you know, guys, balsa wood's so light. It's not a heavy wood. Oh, interesting. Miguel Johansson Sanchez says, I live in Canada, so I see them everywhere. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, see, you're lucky. I wish I saw it. I've never seen an owl in person before. Isn't that funny? In my life, I've seen every other bird, but never seen an owl. But anyways, I still love them. So this was my dad's owl that Mom gave him for his safety when he traveled. I'm going to keep that also. And then my mother loves snow owls, and so she had this one in her car. She had a white car, and she used to hang this in her car. It's another wooden one. It's a beautiful snow owl, Isn't that lovely? So there you go. Now, if you want to work with the owl, I'm telling you, you don't have to do anything but literally pray to the great spirit of the owl. By the way, I'm also wearing this pin. Many of you have seen this. This is a jeweled pin with emerald eyes that I gave Mom a few years ago for Mother's Day. I always bought her owls on Mother's Day and also Christmas. This one was for Mother's Day, like the sculpture. And let me see if I'm bringing it up here. You guys can get a better look. Isn't that lovely, jeweled owl? So I'm wearing that to honor her and it makes me feel close to her still, you know. But as I said, when you want to work with the owl, it doesn't have to be complex. Invoke the spirit. It's the spirit of the owl that's powerful. The physical object, the fetish or totem that you use, can be anything. In fact, many of you may remember a while back I did a house blessing like a year ago on Mom's house. And do you remember this, Al? This was on the front of her house. Well, they had to take it down to do some repairs on the front of the house. So I'm keeping this. But my mom, put owls around all of her doors. And my mother was not particularly knowledgeable about magic or anything. But I think on an intuitive level, she knew that the owl was her totem. I used to tell her it was her totem. I don't know if she always understood magical stuff, but she did seem to feel the owl helped her. And so this was on the front door of the house. Isn't that cool, Nigella? It's made of copper, you know. So, yeah, so that's a really cool owl. And I'm going to put that in my temple room at home, I need to clean it up because it was outside. It got dirt from the air and the elements. But I'll clean it up. It'll be beautiful. Like he's standing on a little twig. Look at the little feet. Isn't that adorable? I just think it's adorable. So if you want to work with the spirit of the owl, find an owl symbol that resonates with you and just work with it, whether it's crystal or porcelain or a copper owl, doesn't matter. And if you don't have money and can't buy any of those, draw a picture of an owl. Ask the owl to infuse you with knowledge and create a sketching. If you're not an artist, go online and print out a picture of an owl. That doesn't cost anything. Maybe a little printer ink, but hey, if you got a printer, you could even, for example, if you don't even have a printer, you could get an image of an owl and save it as a screensaver on your phone. And that way, when you're getting ready for bed, you just call up that image or have it on your phone all the time, Thank you, B. Leclerc. B. Leclerc says, oh, your temple room would be a great spot for this owl. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. It's going to go on the wall. So I'm keeping that, So yes, as I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Now, another type of owl that you could have is a stuffed owl. Look at this. I just love this. Mom had this in her bedroom. It's a cuddly owl. And look at, he's wearing a little scarf. I just think he's adorable. He's got a little fur scarf and a woolen scarf or fringe. And he's got little berry leaves on his scarf. Isn't that adorable? What do you think of that? You like that? Hey, there's Masters Omniverse here. Masters, we're not doing private readings until Friday, so maybe you can bring that to our Friday group and then I'll discuss that. Tonight we're focusing on the magic of the owl, okay? But thank you for being here. But bring your question on Friday, okay? I just think this is great. Mom's love of owls took every form. She has owl plates in her kitchen. I didn't get all this. I could literally bring hundreds of owls into here, but I just brought a few. So this is one I just think is adorable. She got this. She hasn't had that one maybe 2 or 3 years. It's relatively new. But I just think it's just precious. So I'm loving that owl with his big tuft horn points and his big eyes. And he's just lovely. And then when Mom was in the hospital, you guys may remember the last few years, Mom had some problems. I went and bought these at the hospital gift shop. This is one of her owls. She loved this. When I brought this to her, she was almost in tears because she felt very overwhelmed a few years ago. She was in the hospital, having a lot of problems. So I bought this owl for her, and she about cried when she got it. And she kept it with her all through her hospital. And so it helped her to heal. So I infused it actually with some Reiki power at the time. So that's a lovely owl, isn't it? Masters Omniverse says, I love all animals. Isn't that wonderful? You should love all animals. I think that's great. Oh, Miguel Johansson Sanchez says, I have a stuffed owl. It's It's poached on my, it's perched on my table. That's great. Oh my gosh. That's wonderful. Volcanic Ice says she has a stuffed owl as well. I love that. Jude Rail says a snow owl in Missouri is rare. Isn't that adorable? Well, you know, there's an old saying, what do you give to somebody who has everything, right? Well, if my mom has something else, I didn't know what after this. The next time she was in the hospital, I thought, well, what else can I get her? Well, what else but another owl? And so I found a companion, a little blue owl this time. Isn't that adorable? So we have a big golden owl. And then the next time she's in the hospital, I got her that owl. So these owls bring a lot of memory to me because though it was a stressful time, you know, it brought her so much joy and it helped her to heal, I think. You know, joy counts for a lot for life, you know. Aren't they pretty? And these have the text. They're by Ty, who make the Beanie Baby. I think they're Beanie Baby owls. But look at this sparkle. I just love these. So have a lot of love and memory of these. And I just remember Mom holding them and loving them, you know. It is cute, isn't it, you know? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Nicola says she has that. Nicola, I don't remember that. I'll have to see it. Show me your owl. All right. Nicola has one like this. Thank you. Volcanic Ice says, you have a bunch of owls. Yes, we do have a bunch of owls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, magical. Miguel Johansson Sanchez is so cute. Masters Omniverse says, Blue Avian. There you go. Oh, Nigella for me says, I can't stand it. I'm going to have to get a stuffed owl. They are just too cute, aren't they? Yeah, so check out Beanie Babies, Ty. They're the ones who do these. I love them, you know, so you can see the gold one there, same brand, and then the blue one. So, you know, like with Mom, I tell you, it was always easy to shop. And so what I would do is literally I would put Reiki into this stuffed owls for healing when she was in the hospital. And one day when, you know, she was in the hospital, I went through the house and I blessed all the owls to protect her and guide her. As some of you know, my mother was also a victim of stalking, which upset me to no end that at her age that she had to go there, 87, 88 years old, and she's being harassed. Some of it was some deranged YouTube fans, and some was agents provocateurs, all I'll say. But I invoked the spirit of the owl, and you know what? It seemed to really cut down on the stalking because I believe the owl protected her. So for all of you, you know, think about the owl as your protection. Call on it. If you're a Wiccan especially, you got a special link to the owl. It's traditional with our group, you know. So maybe I'll name the owl the official bird of the Order of the Purple Cord. What do you guys think? Should we make that? You know, I think to honor Mom, that'd be a nice thing to make her favorite animal. Oops, my phone's about to fall, guys. Hold on. All right, I hope this will hold up. You know, maybe we'll make that the official animal of the OPC, our totem of the order. What do you guys think? You know, isn't that wonderful? So owls are, you know, a wonderful tool to call on. So, you know, if you wanted to set up an owl shrine, just get a little image of an owl. And depending on what type of work you're doing, you know, set a votive candle and offering. Like if you work with like a snow owl, okay, like this one, you know, get a white candle to connect. If you're more of an earthy type and you work with, you know, the brown wood owls, then burn brown and green candles, you know. So, yeah, stuff just getting that. I just love this one. This is going to be in my house with me. I just love it, you know. So, as I said, you're making your little totem shrine. Doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to spend a fortune. You just have a picture of an owl. If you get a sculpture or a stuffed owl, they're not too expensive. And you start invoking the owl. The spirit animals hear us because they have pure hearts. So you say, I invoke the spirit of the owl. Come and guide me today. In fact, let's just do an invocation now while we're all together, okay? All right. Hi, Raymond. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We're going to do an invocation to the mystic owl. All right. So I'm going to hold this. This one I'm going to put in my temple room. That's going to be my temple owl. So we'll invoke the owl. So what I want you to do is just get comfortable. All right. And you can look at this owl if you want, or if you want, close your eyes. It's up to you. But let's do this now. Spirit of the owl, most powerful totem, we call you now. We ask for your protection, for your guidance, for your wisdom. May your ever-seeing, all-reaching eyes look ahead for us in the coming days and when we travel. Let us see any dangers that come. Give us the wisdom. Whisper to us the truth, the truths that we need. Tell us if there's a change of road needed or a change of plans. Give us wisdom and guidance. Let us feel safe under your wing. And when storms come, take us to your nest and shelter us under your wings of protection. Let us always be safe with you. Guide us, inspire us, and protect us. So mote it be. So mote it be. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, thank you. I'll come back to this. So anyways, that's, I hope you joined in on that prayer, because that prayer is our way to invoke this. Now, you can do your own prayer, but you might want to write it out. Write out your invocation and keep it in your book of shadows. And that way you'll always have that prayer and you can go back to it. Tonight, I don't have my big book of shadows with me, so I didn't write it down. But I'm going to write that down when I get home, Thank you, Rob. Rob said that was beautiful. God bless you. So you see, the owl can be our spirit totem, our guide. I know some of you have written to me and said, Lord Ision, I've been so abused by people. I don't even want to talk to spirit guides. I only want to talk to animals. And I understand that. I've been through a lot of abuse with people as well. So what do? Well, let's make the animals our friends. I think you'll be safe with the owl, and I think he'll help you an awful lot. So consider letting the owl be your friend, As you know, and I've told you, all the guides tell me that we have people in spirit that help us. But we also have animals in spirit that help us as well, Don Reynolds says, people have abused me very much. Yes. So, Don, maybe you have trust with people. And even that extends sometimes into spirit guides. People are like, I'm scared to even talk to spirit. I don't even know if I trust them. But I bet you, those of you who have suffered at the hands of cruel people, you've had at least one good experience with an animal. I bet you have somewhere. And if you haven't, why don't you start now? I don't think the owl will betray you or abuse you or, build mistrust. My experience with owls is they are protective. They're guiding, they're blessing, and they help, And so thank you so very much, Nicola says, yes, so many nasty people around. Right, so why don't we take a higher power? Owl, if you think about it, can fly overhead. So when you go out of your house, before you even go out, ask the owl to fly over the neighborhood, okay, and come back and give you a report. My teacher actually in the spiritual church taught me this. She said, send out your animal That time I actually had a giant cobra that was a protector. It's one of my totems. She said, before you leave your house, send out your animal. Ask them to go through the neighborhood quickly because their spirit they can go very fast, and then come back and tell you what you need to know. So you could say, okay, I'll go out and see what the traffic's like. Should I go down, Johnson Avenue, or should I go down Westchester Avenue? And let the animal totem, let the owl come and say, oh, Westchester's blocked, go Johnson Avenue. And then you get out driving, you realize, oh my gosh, there is a backup on Westchester. See, you'll get the confirmation, you know. You'll get the confirmation about the owl. People are saying there are orbs here. I hadn't noticed. I was so focused on talking. You guys are reading the chat. Well, I've been thinking about my mom and my dad all day, so maybe they're visiting. I'll have to go back and watch the video. I didn't see the orbs, but I think that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, So I think it's so important that we let the animal spirits help us. Because on the other side, animals have what we call an exalted consciousness. So like the owls, loads of orbs around you. Oh, interesting. I'm not seeing, but I got a lot of glare on my eyes from the studio light. I'll have to go back and watch this. Thank you. Nicola said something. Thank you, Nicola. She says, if you demand the owl, it will come and guide you on your life path. Yes. But I wouldn't say the words demand. I'd say invite. Invite. We don't demand. We never demand, do we? We invite. So let us invite. You're right, Nicole. Let's invite the spirit of the owl, Oh, that's interesting. High conscious vibration. She says, lots of spirits around you. Okay, well, I am a medium and I've been, I've been in graveyards recently and I think I've got a lot of spirit stuff. And I think my mom, she's definitely going to be listening in on owls, right? She's probably looking and say, hey, don't break that owl, because mom knows I'm a bit of a klutz too, So anyways, thank you, Mike. Mike B says, I didn't know your mother had passed, Bob. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. It was 2 weeks ago she passed, and I'm here settling the estate issues. There's a lot to go through, But thank you for your kind support and your condolences. There seems to be a lot of spirit activity here today. Well, I love that. I'm all about that. I don't have fear of the spirits. People are saying lights and orbs. Okay, well, the spirit people are amazing. And this is the thing, people say, why did you become a spiritualist? And I said, because spiritualism was the first religion that proved itself to me. All the churches will say there's life after death. But when you try to inquire more into that, like, well, we're not supposed to know. And I never thought, any God or the universe, any great spirit would want us to know about that reality and connect to it. And spiritualism does that. So that's why I'm a spiritualist. Then somebody said, well, why'd you become a Wiccan then? And I said, because Wiccan gave me the other half of the equation. Spiritualism connected me to God and spirit and helped me understand my soul and my abilities as a psychic. And Wicca helped me understand the beautiful mysteries of the earth and how we are integrated, body, mind, and spirit. And so I practice both religions. I am a spiritualist as well as a Wiccan. And for me, it works perfectly, So people say, oh, you can't be two religions. Well, yes, you can. Look at Japan. The whole country is half Shinto and half Buddhist. And they don't have a conflict with it, So I'm a spiritualist and I'm a Wiccan. Absolutely, Karen Bryant says, as well as the fae and dragons and unicorns and others of their enchanted kingdom, and the star people, except Native Americans are an exception in a lot of ways. I think I'm in on a conversation, but I would agree that all these beings exist. And so when we're looking for help from the spirit world, we can call on animals to be our guides and help, Oh, thank you, Nigella. Nigella says, Bob, for some reason, you're extremely calming tonight. I really needed this. You're just putting off a very positive, calming vibe. It feels so good. Thank you. Thank you, Laurie. I am. I'm at peace because the last, week I've had to think a lot about life and death. And I don't find that upsetting. It's actually been peaceful. And like I've had a real peace with my mother's passing. I mean, I'm grieving still, and I probably will grieve for a long time. But there's a good grief and there's a bad grief. Bad grief just paralyzes us and we can't go on. I'm in a good grief. I'm slowly working through it. I'm making peace. I'm remembering good times and sad times and reliving a lot of memories. So it's been an interesting day. It's been a little bit of a sad day and a little bit of a happy day and a little bit of a funny day, you know. And so I think it's a great time to talk about the owl because that was my mother's beloved spirit totem. And I think I'm adopting as mine. Now, my main spirit totem is the raven these days and crows. They always guide and protect me. We'll do another video on that in the future, you know. So, anyways, I'm not going to stay on here long tonight, guys, because I'm really tired. I've been working all day and I've got more readings tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Thursday, Vlog Thursday. I'm going to try to do Vlog Thursday at 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. So if you guys want to come out or are available, we're going to do a live stream. I don't know if I'm going to try to go outside for the vlog. Down here, I don't have signal coverage like I do where I live. So we may not be able to go on a big long walk, but we'll try to do some outside stuff tomorrow if the weather's good and, have a little live meetup. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it's given you a little insight to how you might, consider exploring the owl as your totem, you know. So thank you. Thank you. Robin says, you are extra calming tonight. Yeah, I feel very peaceful because, as I said, when you face a death like your parent, it takes you to the core of your being. And the good news is that I'm okay at the core of my being because I was at peace with my mom. We made our peace. We were ready for her she was prepared for her passing. There was no big drama or crisis. So I'm sad, but I feel really good, if that makes any sense. People's like, how can you be happy your mother died? I'm like, but you don't understand this. It's an inner knowing and an inner peace and an inner joy that I know, my mom's still alive. Nobody really dies. Like Doris Stokes, my guide always said, she said, you can't die for the life of you. And Doris always said that in her chats and talks, and she said it to me. And it's the truth. My mom's not dead. She's transitioned to a new place. And I'll hear from her. Maybe she was here tonight. People are asking, have you got a message from your mom yet? No, I have not. But I did get a message before she died that she was going to heaven. And my aunt and uncle, who are both deceased, my mom's sister and her husband, came to me and told me they were taking mom to heaven. So I had a real peace because I know who she went with and I know she's safe. And they, not only that, they took her in a Cadillac. In my dream, they showed up in a big, giant white Cadillac. And they told me, they said, we're taking your mom. She's going on a trip to heaven with us. And when I woke up, I knew that that was a visitation. And the next day after that dream, mom passed. You see? So it's been a full day. I'm working. I've been doing readings. By the way, if you're interested in getting on my schedule for a reading, I do have a little backlog, but go ahead and call. We'll find a way to get you on the schedule. Call my office at 703-825-3929. That'll be in the info box below. And Nicole is putting up my information. Also, want to say thank you to all of you who sent me letters about the Psychic Bob's Inner Circle group. We're going to hold that on the 21st, Sunday, November 21st will be our first session. It's almost full, so I don't know that I have many spots left, but go ahead and send me an email because some people may drop out or change. But that inner circle is my group where I'm going to literally talk about things I can't talk on YouTube. We're going to talk about how ancient prophecies tie into modern day reality. We're going to talk about UFOs and the truth behind them and what certain people know. We're going to talk about all sort of things like ancient Atlantis. So my Psychic Bob's Inner Circle is going to be held twice a month. It's an exclusive group. It's only limited to 10 people. And I keep it small because I want to give people in the group personal time. The cost for the class is going to be $50. But as part of the 2 hours, not only the first time I'm going to teach on something mystical that I can't talk about on YouTube. And the second hour is you all who are in the group get to ask me personal psychic questions. So it's like little readings for you guys. So that's why I'm limiting it to 10 so I can give quality time to people. So it's an exclusive group. It's $50. We're meeting twice a month, okay? It's limited to 10 people. So if you want to join, send me an email tonight. I'm going to put you in the list. I got to see how many we got. I'm going to send out, because my website's having problems, I can't put it on my website yet. So I'm going to have to do this manually. But for the people that say they're interested, I will send out a PayPal invoice. And if you pay, you'll be put in the link. The first can only take 10 people. So if we get 15 people that pay, you know, um, then the other 5 that want to be in, I'll let you have first dibs for the next class, which will be on December 5th, I believe. So it's going to be every 2 weeks. It's not every week, it's twice a month. Because my schedule's so far, I can't do every week like I do. Now, I'm still keeping the Saturday psychic development class every week. And that's the same. That's not changing. Saturday, 12 o'clock noon, 12 till 2 p.m. Eastern time, psychic development. That's a class where I help you learn to open your gifts of mediumship, learn about channeling, learn about psychic phenomena. That class is different than the Sunday group. The Sunday group is deep esoteric knowledge that I can't share with the public because of censorship, and you get personal private reading time during that class with me. So that's how it's going to work, okay? So $50 for the inner circle class, $30 for the psychic development. Psychic development class is allowed up to 30 people, so we still have slots for that. Inner circle might be filled. I got to check the mail. But if you're interested, send me your email. I'm going to put you on a list. If I get you in, it's first come, first serve. So the first 10 people I get that pay, and that's the thing, now you have to actually follow through with payment because I'm not trying to be greedy. Psychic Bob still has to live, right? So I can't have promises. You're going to have to ante up. But if you pay, you'll be on the list, and I'll take 10 people. And after 10, I'll let everybody know that it's closed for this session. And if you've already paid and I didn't catch it, I'll either give you a refund back or put you on for the next class. You get first dibs on the next circle, inner circle. So let me know if that sounds okay. All right. Guys, listen, I love you. Thank you for being here. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, like it, favorite it. Thank you for your donations. I don't think we had any donations tonight, but that's all right. Maybe we'll get some tomorrow, you know. But I do appreciate your support and being here. And I hope that this has been some fun for you tonight. Sounds like some of you have been stressed out. It's relaxing you, you know. Oh, thank you. Nicola says, talking about the inner circle, she says, it's for the most advanced students. So lucky to get in, you know. Yeah, so I can't just have thousands. If I was let me just put it this way: if I'm all about the money, because people accuse me, Bob's all about money, I could do that class to 100 people at $50, and guess what? It would fill. But I'm limiting it to 10 because I want you to have an experience that's positive. It's not about money. It's about quality teaching. Oh my gosh, we just got donations. Dawn Reynolds donated $5. Thank you, Dawn. God bless you. And Robin Boston donated $5. Thank you so much, Robin. God bless you. You guys are very kind, and this support really means the world to me. It all adds up. I tell you, at the end of the month, the little donations like these make a real difference. So I do recognize, I want to acknowledge you and say thank you for being here. And I'm glad that this class tonight, this little teaching has helped you. So, anyways, all right, so homework. All right, remember, be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon for a live stream vlog Thursday. We're going to just hang out and have fun. And be here for the, go register if you can for Saturday's class because we limit it to 30 people and it fills up. So Saturday psychic development class is available still. We still have spots for that. So you for the psychic class, you can just do that at my website, PsychicBob.com. There's a button there, PayPal, and it says psychic development class. You know, you click on it and it's all automated. You know, so I'll get that when it gets it to me on Saturday morning. I'll send out a link to all the people that registered. So we still have openings for that. So maybe you want to pop over there tonight or tomorrow. It's no, it's getting late tonight, but by tomorrow and get your registration in before it fills up. Okay. Thank you, Cola. Cola says, don't miss it. Cola comes to our class also, and she gets a lot out of it. Thank you, Cola, for your support for the class. So I'd love to see you. I know a lot of you here have been coming to it and been to it. And so this Saturday, we're going to talk about how to get messages, how to further open our channels to receive information more quickly and more thoroughly. Cola says, I make sure he gets into his bed. Yeah, she takes sure I'm tucked in at night. So guys, listen, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind support. It means the world. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock for Vlog Thursday. Don't miss it, okay? I may not be able to go far, but we'll try to go outside a little bit and see what's going on with the Sun Lord and all of that, as we always do. I love you guys, and may all of you always blessed be.